and human trafficking is a form of modern-day slavery. To give you an in-depth perspective about how big is this problem nationally, let's take a look at that. There were 4,100 cases reported last year. More than 300 of those cases right here in Texas. The Lone Star State ranks second among U.S. states in human trafficking victims. Now, KXAN's State of Texas host Josh Hinkle is with Attorney General Ken Paxton right now to get more details about the new plan to combat this horrendous crime. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Attorney General, for being with us. I appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
Human trafficking is a term that might seem a little foreign to many people here in Central Texas. So why is it that you feel that this unit you're creating is so important?
Well, we know that human trafficking is going on, and we know that people are not very aware of it, that they're not educated about it. And so part of what we're trying to do is educate people, investigate these crimes, prosecute these crimes so that we can stop it in Texas.
We already have a lot of efforts going toward combating human trafficking. APD has stuff. The city of Austin has stuff. You even have a Central Texas task force that your office is part of. What's going to be different about this unit?
Well, the nice thing about this is we can coordinate statewide with local officials, police, prosecutors, and we can educate statewide, because part of the problem we have is people are not aware that it's going on all around us. And so if we can educate people in Texas, we can help prevent it and we can help stop it.
DPS has said that human trafficking is the direction that many cartels and gangs are going. What role will your office play in combating that specific area?
Again, we'll work with local officials. We'll educate people. We'll investigate crimes. If people report, we'll be involved in investigating, and we'll be involved in prosecuting them. So our goal is to be involved at every possible level to eliminate this from going on in Texas, or at least reduce the number of those things happening in Texas.
Here in Central Texas, why should people care about it? Is it happening here?
It's happening everywhere. It's happening in every city in Texas, and so it's underground. People are not. It's not one of those crimes that people have been focused on, but it is a growing crime, and it is affecting a lot of children and adults.
What else do you want people to know about what the unit is going to be doing?
I think I want them to know that we're everywhere and that we're accessible. That we have a number that they can call. They can make us aware if they think that something's going on. We can be a first line of knowing, and then either we take it on or we let local officials know what's going on.
Switching gears a little bit, I know the Super Bowl's coming up, a lot of sports fans out there. Fantasy football, that's one thing. Fantasy sports, that's one thing that a lot of people are wondering how your office is going to weigh on. There's a pending opinion in your office considering the legality of that. What do you think?
Well, first of all, I love fantasy sports, but we do have an opinion, which, because we have that opinion, I can't actually comment on what we're going to say. And so that opinion will be coming out soon. So,
in your own opinion, though, your personal opinion, is fantasy sports a form of gambling?
You know what? I can't answer that question because I'm about to answer that question in my opinion for the state.
When can we see that?
That'll be coming soon. You
know, your counterpart in New York just said it is illegal.
Right. We saw that. We saw that there was activity. Nevada Attorney General also said that. So every state has a different law. And so we're looking at it right now, and we'll be out soon with that opinion.
Do you play daily fantasy sports?
Actually, I haven't had time since I've been elected, but I follow football very closely, both college and professional.
Okay. What did you think about the governor's announcement last week that he wants to actually change the U.S. Constitution?
I thought it was a bold call. I understand what he's doing, because obviously we've drifted away from some of our constitutional focus, and I think some of those positions are strong and good, and I think they ought to be looked at by Congress, and they ought to be looked at by the people.
When it comes to some of these legal issues, how do you deal with that when so many critics are talking about your own legal battle that's happening right now because of the criminal charges?
So repeat that question.
How do you deal with what critics are saying? How do you instill that people have faith in you as a statewide elected official?
You know what? I travel the state. We're fighting that battle in court. I'm innocent, and so we'll continue to fight that battle and continue to do my job every day. That's what I was elected to do.
Do you have any thoughts on when, as this process plays out, you might have to step down?
Oh, I don't plan on stepping down. We're going to win this case and move forward.
Is there anything else you want Texans to know about what you're doing as far as that case?
Just know that we're fighting it and that we're going to win.
Great. Good luck on the human trafficking side of everything. Appreciate you being with us here this morning.
Thanks. Great to be here.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Let's talk